following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Outback, Australia, weighing in at 238 pounds. He is the Outback champion, Bruce Johnson. And his opponent, from parts unknown, the Terminator. There's the battle. We are underway. And even, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our first ever scheduled broadcast of Season 3 of Australian Takeover Thursday. I'm a ringside commentator, David Fosters, and normally, joining me always, would be, of course, my partner in crime, ATT Hall of Famer Bruce Johnson. But as you can plainly see, he's in the ring right now fighting the Terminator. Usually we'd, of course, commentate side by side in the Takeover series. But in recent events, Bruce has decided to get into the ring himself to kick the shit out of our Australian Takeover roster. For those of you who have been watching previous broadcasts, Bruce Johnson made his first appearance in the Royal Rumble last season, only a few months ago in January, coming in at seed number 28 and winning, of course, the 2020 Royal Rumble, matching the record that Sergeant Silent Derp set in our first Royal Rumble. Bruce Johnson then, of course, went on to challenge Senator Armstrong for the Outback Championship. They had a back-and-forth contest for the past few weeks before WrestleMania, and Bruce Johnson, well, he was kind of getting his ass fucking handed to him. He lost both of his singles matchups with Senator Armstrong. However, Bruce distracted him not once, but twice in the Senator's matches. Once with, of course, Shaggy costing him his position in the True Blue Championship, and then once again against the Terminator, who we see here fighting Bruce. And I believe that was all it took to throw the Senator off, because sure enough, on WrestleMania 31, the grandest stage of them all, Bruce Johnson managed to beat out the Senator and win the Outback Championship. Bruce, of course, is was our first ever Outback Championship holder long before we actually started broadcasting Australian Takeover. The first ever broadcast, funny enough, was Senator Armstrong's time to shine. That was when he was Outback champion. And the first recorded evidence. Now Bruce Johnson holds the title, and I'm sure Armstrong will be looking to get it back in the following weeks. We'll have a pay-per-view event, of course, of Extreme Rules in a few weeks' time. Although, speaking of the Outback Championship, it certainly had an interesting history over these past 2 years. The Terminator in the ring right now is our 4-time Outback champion, and the only superstar to hold it the most times. The only superstar coming close is quite a few. Senator Armstrong is a 2-time Outback champion. So is Dusty White. Bruce Johnson going for a quick cover, gets a 1 count. Terminator with the kick out. The Terminator, the only man to win the Outback Championship 4 separate times. He, however, doesn't hold the longest title reign. That goes to Dusty White, of course, who held it for 20 weeks when he beat the Terminator at Hell in a Cell. Sorry, no, TLC and Hell in a Cell was his first and second Outback Championship victories, but the TLC victory was the important one, because after that, Dusty White held on to the Outback Championship until Payback of this year, or last season, I should say, sorry. Bruce Johnson with another quick cover. Gets the 2 count. Terminator again gets out of trouble. Of Payback of last season, my mistake, where Terminator won back his Outback Championship on the same night that Dusty White won the Boomerang Championship. He also lost his Outback Championship to none other than the Terminator. Terminator then held on to that Outback Championship until Battleground, where, of course, Duke Nukem won it in a 6-man elimination chamber, making it his first ever Outback Championship victory. And, of course, as we know, Vladimir Putin cashed in at King of the Ring. And now, look at this. Bruce, with a cunt combination, going to work on the Terminator there with his consecutive right hooks. Excuse me for a sec. Usually that's Bruce's job, but he's in the ring right now, so this is all mine. Terminator fighting back now with a big slam. And now Terminator trying to even the score. Terminating knee. Down goes Bruce. Cover. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count, and Bruce with a big kick out. And the Outback Championship was in the hands of Duke Nukem for quite some time. And now look at this. Outback slam. Shoulders are down. 1, 2. No, a 2.5. And Terminator barely gets the shoulder up. Also, that was Australia slam. My mistake. Not an Outback slam, although both moves are very similar. I believe the Outback slam actually gets its origins from Bruce's Australia slam. Speaking of slams, Terminator. Terminating Spike coming through. He goes for a cover. 1, 2. No, another 2.5. Bruce getting the shoulder up. The back and forth contest between these two superstars. Certainly something to behold. Only our first matchup tonight. Terminator going for a bit of a flexing. Gets caught by Bruce. Into the corner we go. Of course, Duke Nukem lost his championship when Vladimir Putin cashed in for Money in the Bank. Duke Nukem was fighting the SummerSlam Royal Rumble winner, which was, of course, Skeletor. And now, look at this. Bruce Johnson getting fired up here. Terminator in the corner. Combination one more time. Terminator certainly taking a beating in there from the Outback champ. Terminator back to his feet, though, putting Bruce Johnson in the opposite corner here. trying to even the score. Onto the top turnbuckle we go, and there's only one way down. Terminator. Oh, big neck breaker. Right from the top turnbuckle there. Going for a quick cover here. 1, 2, 3. There's the bell, and that's all she wrote. Ah, look who's come out to play. Senator Armstrong, the former Outback champion. I'm going to make a statement to Bruce Johnson. I'm sure we'll see how that evolves in the coming weeks, but don't go anywhere, though. We got Divas action coming up next. Come on, PC. Stay with me here. Give me a second, I've got to like actually set up this match in the bot. Usually there's like a replay segment after each matchup, but because this is a rivalry, I don't get that opportunity. Oh shit, I didn't look at where we were broadcasting. Oh well, I got a chance in this match. Ooh, excuse me. I'm really liking this new fucking look too. Like, just this futuristic look looks really nice. So I'm glad I fucking put it in. I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? I don't fucking know, to be honest. I was gonna do something and then I forgot.
You gonna get that work. Red hair with some pigtails, better check the score of these meal sale. Now that's better, I'm so clever, my bar's chilly, better grab a sweater. You block my tweets, can't squash the beef, and you check my feet and your eyes swelling.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Dublin, Ohio, Wendy. And her opponent from the far reaches of outer space, Samus Aran. There's the bell, and this Boston, Massachusetts crowd is ready for their scheduled Divas matchup. The Season 2 newcomer Samus Aran going up against the Season 3 newcomer Wendy. Should be a great matchup tonight. Glad you could join us back at the commentator desk, Bruce. Yeah, fucking hell. Oh, I tell you what, got me shit fucking kicked in earlier, but it's good to be back here sitting at the desk, shit talking everybody else. And nothing quite like a fucking Divas match, let me tell you, mate. A Season 2 newcomer and Season 3 newcomer. Certainly a great choice of Divas here, mate. Yeah, Samus Aran was, of course, part of our first challenger pack for Season 2, where she was joined alongside with Mega Man, Ken, Solid Snake, Little Mac. I think that was it. I don't think I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, and Shaggy. I suppose if you're technically counting me, was a bit earlier than everyone else. And then, of course, Wendy, part of our Season 3 newcomer pack. Of course, also joining her was some of the likes of, like, Todd Howard, Sands, Mr. T, CJ, and Goro Majima. We'll be seeing some of them in the following weeks. Actually, I believe we have Sands coming up later tonight. Yeah, Sands didn't make it in the fatal four-way that he had back at fucking WrestleMania, but he's making his first appearance here tonight in our fucking main event, mate. So for those of you who were waiting for Sands, don't you worry, mate. We've got him here tonight. And the Australian Takeover roster grows even further with each new season, as we've made ourselves almost up to 60 superstars. I think we have it just about 60, yeah, if you include the 7 divas that we now have. I think when we started this year, we only had the 5, and now we've got the inclusion of these two, bringing the number up to 7, making us more possibilities. Yeah, Samus Aran certainly changed a lot of the divas competition when she joined. Putting our number up to 6, meaning we're going to have certain matchups like 6 Diva Battle Royales, Elimination Chambers, 6 Diva ladder matches, stuff like that. And also with the addition of Samus Aran, we're actually able to have 2 fully Diva tag teams. So we've got the Super Smash Sisters of Wii Fit and Princess Daisy, and your Bombshell Blondes of Rose and Samus. So definitely some good combinations there. So I have a feeling once we hit Season 4, we might get a 3rd tag team. Who knows? Samus Aran, of course, is no slouch since her Season 2 debut. Between now and then, she has won the Divas Championship twice. Oh, it's stuff like that. Beautiful spine buster. Samus Aran just picking up the smaller diva like she's nothing. Now Samus slowly going to work here. But yeah, Samus Aran, fucking 2-time Divas champion. Certainly nothing to underestimate. The first win she ever got was in a triple threat ladders match way back at fucking Money in the Bank. The 3rd pay-per-view event of the year, and Samus already won the championship, which was pretty fucking impressive. And then Samus won it again at the Royal Rumble. Beautiful stuff there. Paralyzer. Down goes Wendy. 1, 2. No, a 2.5, and Wendy gets the kick out. Wendy slowly but surely back to her feet. Beautiful meat patties. Right off the mark. She goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, and Samus with a kick out of 2. Ha. Fucking right into the gates. Wendy fires right back with those meat patties. Beautiful special move. Just hitting your opponent with your ass. It's certainly something unique that she brings to the Australian Takeover roster, that's for sure. Yeah, Wendy, of course, definitely a new type of fighter, and now with shit like this, look at this. Beautiful turnbuckle bomb. And now she goes for a cover. 1, 2. No, a 2.5, and Samus barely getting the shoulder up. So it was actually the Baconator buckle bomb. My mistake. The original version of that move was, of course, the turnbuckle bomb, but Wendy putting her own spin on it with the Baconator. Yeah, which is apparently a really fucking tasty burger from Wendy's, so I'm sure it may be a bit weird having product placements in our wrestling series, but you'll get used to it. Never actually tried a Baconator though, to be honest. Maybe one day. To be honest, the Wendy's in our fucking homeland, they don't usually do burgers. They just do fucking soft serves and milkshakes and shit. Like the Wendy's you guys got over here in the States. Some pretty good fucking shit, if I'm honest. Anyway, back to the action. Samus Aran trying to use the commentator's desk, unable to put Wii Fit. I did it again. Wendy through the table. Samus Aran getting put on the top turnbuckle. Not somewhere you want to be. Huge flapjack for the top rope. Wendy in complete control of the matchup. Now going to work on Samus. God, just seeing Samus there next to fucking Wendy really shows how tall Samus is. Like, she's 6'2", which might not seem like much, but this is the Divas competition, mind you, where all the Divas are like, oh, I don't know, 5'6", give or take. You know, Samus fucking towers over them. She's a big lady. She could definitely easily compete in the male superstar competition if she was allowed to. Good lord! Samus Aran hitting a boost kick mid-air. Wendy's down, but is she out? No, not quite. She gets the rope break. This Boston crowd really eating up this Divas matchup here. Samus now continuing to work over Wendy. I need to stop doing that. She's a new superstar, mate. You'll get used to it. Samus Aran looking to get fired up here. Can she do it? Whoa, huge fucking drop kick, mate. Look at it again. Dodges a clothesline. Beautiful neck breaker. Samus Aran looking fired up right now. Are we going to see a paralyzer? Yes, we are. Down goes Wendy. Is she out for the count? Shoulders are down. 1, 2, 3. There's the bell, and that's all she wrote. Fucking hell, what a match. That was good. Kind of wanted Wendy to win as the newcomer, but you can't win them all. So this is the segment where, like, it plays the replay, and this is where I actually set up the next match. This is who? Oh, Marcus. Damn, what a good match, though. That mid-air fucking boost kick, that was insane. I forget Samus can do shit like that. Samus with a big victory over the newcomer, just showing her what she has to expect here in the Australian Takeover Series. Yeah, you really can't take a two-time Divas champion lightly, and there's your fucking good reason, mate. I mean, Wendy put up a hell of a fight, mate. She put on a good show for us here in Boston, but just couldn't quite beat Samus. Don't go anywhere though, we got fucking tag team action coming up next, the Enforcers and the Mario Brothers. Don't go anywhere. following tag team match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, for the United States, with a combined weight of 524 pounds, RoboCop and Sergeant Silent Derp, the Enforcers. And their opponents from the Mushroom Kingdom with a combined weight of 392 pounds, Mario and Luigi, the Mario Brothers. There's the bell, and we're underway for our first tag team matchup tonight. The Enforcers and the Mario Brothers going head-to-head here tonight in Boston. Yeah, it should be some great fucking tag team action. Both the Enforcers and the Mario Brothers certainly have been around for a while, certainly since the start of Season 1, that's for sure. Yeah, the Mario Brothers, one of the oldest lasting tag teams here in Australian Takeover. Only very few tag teams have been around since the start. I believe only about 4 tag teams. The Mario Brothers, the Warrior Brothers, the True Blazes, and I believe there may be one more I'm forgetting that have been around since the beginning. No, I'll tell you what, mate, I think, yeah, that's just about it. They're the only 3 tag teams that have been around since the very start. Both the Enforcers and Team Fabulous were formed somewhere in the middle of Season 1. And, well, the Blue Man Group, they were the start of Season 2, so. And the Mario Brothers have certainly been around the block, and they've proved that they're worthy of the Conduo Championship when they won it way back at, what was before Royal Rumble? It was TLC, wasn't it? Yeah. The big victory back at TLC in Season 1. The Mario Brothers got a huge underdog victory against Team Fabulous at the time. Yeah, the Mario Brothers had to win like 4 matches in a fucking row. They had to win 3 in a row just to get the #1 contender spot. And then they had to win the 4th match just to get the championship against Team Fabulous of all teams. So it was one hell of an uphill battle. And the Mario Brothers really proved themselves that night. Then along came the fucking Warrior Brothers. Sure enough, at the Royal Rumble, the Warrior Brothers stole the Conduo Championship from the Mario Brothers. And well, for those of you who know your history, Mario sure was fucking pissed after that one. Yeah, Mario then set a few records at that Royal Rumble for Season 1, getting 6 eliminations and lasting in the ring for over 12 minutes. A record no superstar managed to match or beat at the Season 2 Royal Rumble. But then, sure enough, 4 weeks later at Fastlane, the Mario Brothers managed to beat back the Warrior Brothers for the title in a Hell in a Cell match. The Mario Brothers then went on to lose the championship, I believe at WrestleMania, but I forget who to. Actually, no, I'll tell you what, I think they held on to it until the Blue Man Group came along. No, Team Fabulous won it. And then they lost it to Blue Man Group back at Payback of Season 2. No, not Payback. Sorry, Money in the Bank. No, yeah, Payback. My fucking history is all over the place. And then they lost it at SummerSlam to, I believe, the Dark Horses. No, it was to Team Fabulous. My mistake. Yeah, that's right. Mario Brothers held on to it until Payback, and then they lost it to Blue Man Group, and then lost it to Team Fabulous, and then lost it to the Enforcers. So it all comes back together, don't you worry. Yeah, the Enforcers won the King of the Ring tournament for the tag teams back at last season's King of the Ring event. 8 tag teams had to fight it out for glory. Only one could rise to the top. Team Fabulous lost in the first round to the Warrior Brothers. The Enforcers beat out the Texas Boys in the final, only winning by a rope break that wasn't caught by the referee. A really unlucky break when the ref just straight up just doesn't see those rope breaks. He's Bull Bastard's a bit blind sometimes. Silent Derp, though, getting slammed into these steel steps continually. He's going to be playing like hell on that fucking, on those knees of his, which is really important for Silent Derp, mate. Yeah, Silent Derp, of course, with the military high knee, one of his more patent and deadly moves, something you really got to watch out for. Mario Brothers with a quick tag back to Mario. Plus, you know, not just that, Silent's also got that fucking, something. It's been a while, give me a sec. Oh, that's right, the code blue. Oh. It's been a while since the WrestleMania stream broadcast, so. Raf telling the, I believe he was telling them off to get back in the ring, but not quite sure there. He was looking at us for a second there. I was a bit fucking confused, but anyway. Silent now tagging back to RoboCop. And now we're back to square one. RoboCop and Mario back inside the ring here. Luigi refusing to get back onto the apron. Mario's not going to be able to tag him like that. Oh, we'll see how long he holds out then if Luigi's not going to get back on the apron for him. He's going to work now, though. Yeah, Mario continually damaging RoboCop there. Big slam. Oh, and a big face buster there from RoboCop. Although, speaking of the Mario Brothers, they certainly have a great arsenal. Yeah, you know, they've got that fucking good old patented fucking Goomba Stomp and then the Super Scoop Slam if the just to white start things up. If they really want to finish you off, that's when they go in sort of separate directions. Mario's got that big hammer drop and Luigi's got his backpack stunner. Speaking of, there's the Goomba Stomp. Right on cue. I knew it was coming soon, just not sure when. Mario going for a quick cover now. Gets a 2.5 count. Almost getting the 3. RoboCop kicks out though. Cool, to be honest, I almost thought he was going to go all the way with that 3 count. But Mario, not finished yet. Looking to get the hammer drop here. Can he do it? Oh, look at that cut. Oh, big hammer drop. Looks pretty similar to me Australia Slam, funny enough. Mario going for a cover one more time. Luigi in the ring. That's a 3 count. Unbelievable stuff. Wow, that was fast. Well, the Mario brothers pulling off a great victory there, although I'll say that Mario pretty much did most of the work there. Luigi did fuck all. Reminds me of the early days of the Mario brothers, but hey, a win's a win. You can't complain about that. Silent just barely unable to get that interception, and ref calls the 3, and that's all she wrote. Don't go anywhere, though. We got more singles action coming up next with Solid Snake and Donald Trump. Well, who comes up first? Ah, it's Solid Snake, right. Yes, there he is. Man, it's felt like forever since I've heard fucking Donald Trump's theme, to be honest with you. I can't remember the last time he was actually in a match. It's been that long. Actually, when did Donald make his last appearance? Ah, there you go, St. Valentine's Day Massacre. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the United States, weighing in at 175 pounds, Solid Snake. And his opponent from New York, New York, weighing in at 239 pounds, Donald Trump. Okay, my second monitor was like dying for a second there. I think it's okay now, hopefully. Come on, PC. Keep up with me here. Well, there's the bell, and we're on the way for a singles match. Match number 4, Senator Donald Trump going up against Solid Snake here. Just say, funny you should mention Senator Armstrong. He does actually have a place in all of this. Of course, Donald Trump once again making an appearance. He hasn't shown up since the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, where he lost to Trash Man in his pay-per-view event. Donald's had some interesting moments in Australian Takeover history. Yeah, I remember Donald was part of one of the first ever tag teams we had, the Presidents of Power, which was, of course, Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. However, after several months of unsuccessful attempts at the championship, the two broke up and went their own separate ways. And during season 2, Donald had his what he likes to call the path of freedom, where he targeted every non-American superstar, which surprisingly wasn't that many. And I think he got about, a 50% win rate, which was actually pretty impressive, to be honest. It's a lot better than what I was expecting from him. And then after his path of freedom, he started to try and recruit more people onto his payroll, so to speak. The Warrior Brothers, of course, the first targets. They were fairly easy. All he did was mention money and they were on board. Lara Croft was next. She was also on board. We're not sure for the reasons why, but we feel like either some ancient treasure may be involved in all this. And then, of course, there's Senator Armstrong. One of the fan favorites here from Australian Takeover history. Donald managed to convince Senator Armstrong to join him after he won in a... oh, hold on. Snake! Ooh, beautiful frog splash there. Goes for a quick cover here. 1, 2. Now and Donald with a kick out of 2. Yeah, Donald Trump managed to convince Senator Armstrong after they had a one-on-one matchup with Lara Croft as Donald's manager, and Armstrong ended up accidentally hitting Lara, which caused the referee to call the DQ, and sure enough, Armstrong was on board after that one. But before Armstrong, Donald was trying to recruit Solid Snake here. Yeah, Solid Snake had his rivalry with Senator Armstrong, turning his back on the WWE Universe after he walked out of a tag team matchup with Armstrong. Donald Trump liked what he saw and tried to recruit him. But there was Solid Snake's answer right there. CQC. 1, 2. Oh, and a 2 count. Donald kick out once more. And Donald tried to recruit him, and Solid Snake said, "No fucking thanks, mate," and kicked the shit out of him. Returning the respect back of the Australian Takeover fans. Pulling off shit like this. Beautiful spear. Right through the center ropes. Down to ringside. Some of the fans getting closer to the action than they expect here. Both superstars now getting back inside the ring. Snake picking apart Donald here. Really trying to put some damage in. I mean, I don't know about you, but I would certainly be feeling that fucking spear from the apron, that's for sure. But he's not done yet. Top turnbuckle. Not somewhere you want to be, mate. Oh, look out, cunt. Superplex. No, not quite. Roll about slam. Now goes to the cover. Almost a 3 count. Well, that was like fucking 2 7/8, mate. That hand was like inches away from the canvas. And Donald fucking kicks out. Luckiest cunt in the world right now. Silent Snake. Back in the corner again. Beautiful bulldog. Snake goes for the big kick. Donald finally getting some breathing room. Not quite. Back on the ropes we go. Oh, just thrown into the ropes. Silent Snake not having any mercy for Donald Trump here tonight. Yeah, maybe now that Donald Trump has recruited Senator Armstrong into his into his team, I think Solid Snake's extra pissed. Sure enough, second CQC rolling through here. Now he goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. There's the bell. That's all she wrote. Man, I'm bad at betting. Silent Snake going for the handshake, surprisingly. Donald Trump, sure as shit, not gonna shake his hand. Yeah, I would have been damn surprised if Donald actually accepted that one, to be honest, mate. Don't go anywhere, though. We got tag team action coming up next, right after this commercial break. For those of you watching the recording, you won't actually see an ad break. That's only for the live stream, obviously. Also, that's even if the fucking ad works on the fucking live stream, because half the time it refuses to work for whatever reason. I'm only putting an ad in, so give me time to set up the next match. Because it's a rivalry, so the shit after the match, so I don't get any time to set shit up. I'm done now anyway. So now I just gotta wait for the ad to finish. Ugh. This one may take a while to load because tag team matches are usually a bit of a bitch. But here we got the Grove Street Gang. Which reminds me, what's the fucking thing? This one. 605. Okay. 2 number 9s. Number 6 with dip. I gotta remember that's actually his moves now. Because I added those in. I only added those in recently. The following tag team match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from South Korea in Dr. White's lab, Pepsi Man and Mega Man, Blue Man Group.
Street, home. At least it was before I fucked everything up.
You picked the wrong house, fool! Hey.
Okay, there it goes. Oh, it keeps fucking cutting back to this. Alright, well that intro is broken as fuck. It's supposed to be the D-Generation X intro, but yeah, okay, cool. That's way too broken. Cool, good to know. It was also the fucking wrong intro music anyway. I thought it was the other one. There's the bell and we are underway. The Blue Man Group going up against the Grove Street Gang. The Season 2 debut tag team going up against the Season 3 tag team. Yeah, hell of a combination here. Pepsi Man and Big Smoke, of course, both superstars that have been around since the start of Australian Takeover. Pepsi Man joined by Mega Man, one of the Season 2 newcomers, and Big Smoke is joined by Carl Johnson, not related to me, by the way, who, of course, is a Season 3 newcomer. So certainly a clash of the newbie tag teams here, the Season 2 newcomers going up against the Season 3 newcomer. just like we had earlier with Wendy and Samus Aran. Now showing it off here with the Blue Man Group and the Grove Street Gang. But now it's curious to see if the Grove Street Gang can pull off what the Blue Man Group did and win the tag team, the Cunt Duo Championship within their first few pay-per-view events. Yeah, fucking 2 pay-per-view events, and that was all it took, mate. The Blue Man Group got their first ever Cunt Duo Championship victory. It was certainly fucking impressive, that's for sure. Carl Johnson now, CJ getting tagged inside the ring here. There's CJ made his fucking first appearance in WrestleMania last week. Of course, in the Fatal 4-Way with the Season 3 newcomers, and certainly showing his stuff, but now he can really shine in his fucking tag team with Big Smoke. A tag team that probably should have existed since the start of Season 1, but we didn't actually recruit CJ until now, so. And now Pepsi Man going for the top rope. Beautiful elbow connection. Elbow dive. I'm drawing a blank on the word. Mega Man now getting tagged in here. So what have you got to watch out for when it comes to CJ? Well, man, I tell you what, CJ certainly got... he's a hell of a lot different than Big Smoke. That's much just for certain, mate. You know, he's got those fucking thugnificence that'll hit you on the ground. But then you've got the Grove Street Smash and the Grove Street Slam, which can hit you from anywhere. Either you're in the air, in the corner, or just standing on the mat. Although both the Grove Street Slam and the Thugnificent moves are pretty similar, there are sort of a few key differences. Apparently the way CJ describes it is the angle that he hits you at is a lot more effective, apparently. I don't know. It's thug magic. That's what I call it. Meanwhile, fucking Big Smoke, of course, changing up his special maneuvers. You know, he's still got that... Oh, speaking of special maneuvers, big fucking hard knuckle just landing on a CJ there. Gets a 2.5 count, CJ kicks out. You know, Big Smoke's still got those big smoked finisher moves, but he's also got apparently the 2 number 9s and the number 6 with dip, which we've seen a few times, although not too often. So certainly great to see those. Oh, Mega Buster coming through. Down goes CJ. Mega Man going for the cover here. We'll get a 2 count, barely. Big Smoke breaking it up. I mean, the pinfall was right fucking in front of him, mate. I mean, how can he not? When you go for those pinfalls, mate, you got to drag them away from your opponent. That's the key there. CJ quickly back on his feet. Not been able to do much, though, with that Hurricanrana. Dragon Rana. On a big knee connects, and CJ down once more. Mega Man going for another pinfall. Gets the 2 count again. Big Smoke able to intercept. Well, I've never seen Big Smoke fucking move so goddamn quick, to be honest. I didn't realize he was that fast, but sure enough, I guess when he's coming over his tag team partner's aid, something that he hasn't had ever, that's certainly impressive. CJ looking to follow up there and unable to build momentum. Mega Man continuing to work over the newcomer here. A beautiful dragon leg sweep. Another cover here. Gets another 2 count. Big Smoke breaks it up. Like that's 3 out of 3 for Big Smoke, mate. I wonder how many more he can actually intercept. Big right hook by CJ. Oh, there we go. Thugnificent coming through. CJ finally catching a break here. Goes for a cover. Gets the 2 count. Mega Man with a quick kick out. Well, he might have kicked out, but that's some fucking breathing room for CJ now, as he can finally start to either come back in this matchup or go for that tag. He's going to do the ladder. No, Big Smoke He denies the tag. He's like, get in there, cunt. You can do a bit more. I'm not ready to tag yet. Big Smoke with a bit of a controversial decision there. He goes back up into the apron. Mega Man and Pepsi Man now tagging up. CJ finally back to his feet, gets met with a right hook in the back. Pepsi Man, big DDT out of the corner. And that's busted CJ wide open. Oh, look at the fucking blood pouring out of him now, mate. I don't think CJ can see straight. This all would have been avoided if Big Smoke had just fucking tagged, but this is what we get, mate. This is what happens when a tag team cannot cooperate. Oh, and a beautiful hard knuckle there by Pepsi Man. Been learning a thing or two from his tag team partner. And now the Pepsi punch rolling through. This does not look good for the Grove Street gang. Pepsi Man with a quick cover. Big Smoke once again breaking up the 3 count. Yeah, Big Smoke, he seems to be breaking up these 3 counts and then quickly returning to the apron. And now look at this. Grove Street Slam. CJ finding some breathing room. Goes for a cover, gets a 2 count. With CJ finally being able to fight back. Magnificent right after it. What a combination that was. And now finally Big Smoke accepts the tag. And CJ can get a much needed rest on the outside as Big Smoke starts to work over his opponents. Almost 400 pounds of cheeseburger rolling through there with Big Smoke. Gets dropped by the drop kick though. And Pepsi Man putting Big Smoke on the ground and working him over. A smart decision as I don't think any of the superstars here can actually lift Big Smoke. Beautiful DDT. Pepsi Man using his speed to his advantage here. Hitting Big Smoke from all different angles. Mega Man getting tagged in now. Yeah, I don't think any of them can actually lift Big Smoke. Big Smoke with a quick tag. Now CJ coming back in. Blood Fury. Down goes Pepsi Man. Oh, another Thugnificent. But not quite. It's sort of slightly different on that one. That one's basically just a leg sweep. There's a few key differences. I'm pretty sure it's just the build-up for the Thugnificent that makes it different. Oh, huge fucking leg kick there by Mega Man, though. Don't know why CJ's back in the ring. Fucking Big Smoke was barely in it. Oh, and the hard knuckle comes down. Down, but is he out? No, Big Smoke once again breaks up the 3 count. That makes, what, 6 pinfalls that Big Smoke is breaking up now? Really shouldn't be that many, because you should be in the ring more. Huge fucking face buster there by CJ, though. CJ going for a cover. Ref was a bit distracted. Only gets a 2 count. Mega Man kicks up. But CJ putting the work in for this Grove Street Gang tag team. Yeah, Big Smoke's fucking barely done anything, mate. CJ, well, I mean, it's sort of like the Mario Brothers tag team we saw earlier. Mario did all the work in that one. There's the Thugnificent. And there's a big build-up for it as you're able to tell it apart. Goes for a cover. Bit close to Pepsi Man, though. Oh, Mega Man gets the rope break. Ref sees it. Big Smoke going to work on Pepsi Man. And now look at this. CJ getting a run-up. Grove Street Slam. Oh, and he's busted Mega Man wide open. And now he's got a prime pinfall opportunity. Is he going to go for it, though? Oh, he's not. He's going to beat the shit out of Mega Man here. Mega Man quickly back to his feet, though. I'm on the edge of my seat. This match is great. Charge kick coming through. Good Lord. CJ getting flattened once again. Mega Man goes for the pinfall. Will Big Smoke break it up? 1, 2. Yes, he will. Big Smoke once again with the interception. And the match will continue. Fucking hell, I tell you what, Big Smoke is on point with these interceptions, despite not doing much fucking else. Mega Man now putting CJ in the corner. Not somewhere you want to be, especially against Mega Man. Look out, cunt. Gyro attack coming through. Mega Man looks to be running low on energy here. Can he get a successful pinfall? 1, 2. No, Big Smoke again breaks up the 3 count. Fucking hell, that makes what, 9 pinfalls? I'm pretty sure most of them have been done by Mega Man. And all of them have been broken up by Big Smoke. I think only one of them that Pepsi Man actually did break up. CJ looking very sluggish, unable to capitalize. Mega Man with a beautiful diving senton. Right on the CJ there. CJ really seen better days here. Quick snap suplex for Mega Man. He's also seen better days. Yeah, both of the cunts of these fucking bloodied, beaten, and bruised. But they're still going strong, putting on a great show for this Boston crowd. CJ knocked out cold. Pepsi Man now getting tagged in here. Fucking CJ desperately needs to fucking tag, mate. I know that's painfully obvious, but goddamn, he's getting the shit kicked out of him. He's putting on a good fight, though. I'll give him that. He's doing great in this 2v1. Mega Man quickly back inside the ring now. Now tag teamwork here. Ooh, big roundhouse kick there by Mega Man. Pepsi Man. Oh, and the charge kick coming through. Wasting no time at all. Shoulders it down. 1, 2. No, and Big Smoke again. Somehow managing to break up this 3 count. You know, I honestly thought that was it. I thought Pepsi Man had the interception. But I think it's because Big Smoke hasn't taken any damage. They can easily get these interceptions. Oh, fuck, look out. Mega Man going to the top rope here. Oh, no. CJ slowly getting back to his feet. Desperately trying to make a tag. Mega Man makes the tag to Pepsi Man. With a quick interception there, unable to make the tag. And now Pepsi Man, look at this. Soda pop, no. Carbonated cutter. Pepsi Man going for a quick cover right in front of Big Smoke. He's going to break that up. Tell you what, I don't think this match would go on for as long as it did if A, Big Smoke was actually getting tagged in and taking damage, and B, the Blue Man Group were better at interceptions. The key difference here is CJ is taking 90% of the damage for the Grove Street Gang, if not 95%. Meanwhile, the Blue Man Group, it's more or less about 50-50 between them, even though they haven't taken much damage each. CJ now on the bottom of the mat. Ooh, big frog splash there by Pepsi Man. And he goes up again. Hey, if it works once, it'll work twice. Oh, a big elbow drop. Pepsi Man not done with him yet, just working over CJ, attacking from every angle. CJ just managing to catch a break here. And finally gets the tag to Big Smoke. Yeah, but now the question is, how long is Big Smoke actually going to stay in the fucking ring this time? Big Smoke is the freshest man. Oh, and over the top rope we go. Big Smoke wasting no time to get that 2-on-1 advantage. Cool, and a quick kick there. Big Smoke using every trick in the book. Beautiful alley-oop. Remember, tag team rules, they've got 10 seconds to get back inside the... Well, to a 10 count to get back inside the ring. Not exactly 10 seconds. Refs usually count a bit slower to give him more time. Yeah, it's around about, I don't know, 20 seconds, give or take. Maybe a bit more. Mega Man is now the legal man inside the ring. Pepsi Man getting tagged out. Inside the corner we go. And now Big Smoke finally starting to do some damage. Big choke slam. But you can see CJ on the ropes there on the apron. Oh, and the 2 number 9s coming through. Big Smoke finally putting on some damage. Big Smoke continuing to work over Mega Man, though. Yeah, I mean, he's the fucking freshest mind in there. He better be doing some serious damage. Big slam on a Mega Man. He's also the biggest man in there, weighing at almost 400 pounds. Big Smoke with a quick cover. CJ with a big interception. It's Big Smoke only getting the 2.5 count. CJ a hell of a lot better. Hang on, Big Smoke, look at this. Mega Buster by Big Smoke. Right on a Mega Man. Both tag partners in the ring now. 2 count. And it's a 3. What a victory for the Grove Street Gang.
Grove Street. Home. At least it was before I fucked everything up.
What a fucking match.
You picked the wrong house, fool!
Okay, I do actually have it on my PC. I thought so. Hold on. Let me play the correct theme real quick. This is what's supposed to be playing. Oh, a very long and hard-fought match by CJ there, but in the end, Big Smoke wins with that stolen Mega Buster. What a move by Big Smoke, using every trick in the book for the tag team match up there. Yeah, a bit fucking unfair on CJ doing all the work, but I mean, hey, I guess it works. He won in the end. Can't complain about that victory. Don't go anywhere though, we got an Extreme Rules match for our main event. Bubsy and Sands. Coming up next. That's the theme that's supposed to play. I don't know how the fuck this one got in. But that's the wrong theme. But anyway. Now we are up to Bubsy. There's Bubsy. And Sands. That should be pretty obvious to guess what fucking Sands' intro theme is going to be, because he's really only got one. Well, there's one, and then there's like a fuck ton of remixes I can use. I'm not sure if I'm actually allowed to use the original, so... So I'll probably get slammed for it, so let's use something a little bit different. The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, for parts unknown, weighing in at 241 pounds, Bubsy. And his opponent from parts unknown, Sans. There's the bell, and our main event is underway. Extreme Rules match between Bubsy and newcomer Sans. Yeah, Mr. fucking Sans Undertale. But of course, the 6th superstar in our Season 3 newcomer pack. Sans, of course, was first revealed back at the Royal Rumble and now making his first appearance here tonight in Extreme Rules match against one of the classic superstars here, Bubsy. And Bubsy, of course, has been around since the beginning of Australian Takeover, making his first appearance with his rivalry against DK way back at the start of Season 1. Bubsy, of course, had his first ever title shot at Extreme Rules at Season 1 against Donkey Kong. However, he was unsuccessful. Ooh, beautiful neckbreaker there by Sans. Of course, speaking of Extreme Rules, this is an Extreme Rules match. No countouts, no disqualifications. You gotta win by pinfall or submission inside the squared circle. Bubsy, of course, wasting no time at all, going for that ladder. Ooh, big impact on the Sans, as both superstars are slamming each other with that big steel apparatus. Or I guess what some people like to call the fucking steel ladder. Oh, right on the fucking back there of his spine. Then again, I guess Sans is all kind of bones. Oh, if anyone's in for a bad time right now, it's Sans himself. He's on the receiving end of multiple ladder blows there and gets slammed right into the apron. Although Bubsy not only got his start at Extreme Rules, he's put on a few big wins since then. He won our first ever 10-man Royal Rumble at the SummerSlam in Season 1. And of course, he had a large team battle with Donkey Kong in our first ever Survivor Series. Yeah, the two superstars got their fucking teams together and battled it out in a 6-man elimination tag team match. I think Bubsy had, who did he have? He had Duke Nukem and Vladimir Putin, I think. And Donkey Kong recruited Shaquille O'Neal and Hank Hill. A mixed bag, I'm sure, but it was pretty fucking entertaining to watch, even though it was a really long match. But then again, 6-man tag team matchups usually take a long time. We do them very rarely. We've only ever done them twice, I believe, in the 2 years that we've been doing this. Yeah, the Survivor Series 6-man match was one, and the other was the Reds versus USA. Oh, but look at this, Bubsy got Sans on the apron. Oh, sorry, on the barricade. Big corkscrew leg drop there from the apron. Right into the Sans' gut there. Oh, into the steel ring post. Bubsy wasting no time at all, putting the damage onto the newcomer. Yeah, I think Bubsy's trying to tell him, welcome to the fucking big leagues, Junior. Have a taste of ladder. Bubsy continuing to go to work with that ladder. Sans taking a hell of a beating here at Australian Takeover. Not a good first appearance for Sans here. Man, Sans really needs to fucking start fighting back if he wants to become a threat in Australian Takeover. Certainly not a great first half he's had in this matchup, that's for sure. Oh, a big fucking clothesline, though. That's the way you do it, mate. You get stuck into him. If you're fighting Bubsy, and you're going to use everything at your disposal, mate, especially if it's an Extreme Rules match. Sands getting thrown around the arena, run into the barricade there. Once again, look at, oh, face first. Almost onto the steel part of the barricade there. I actually remember back in Season 1, we actually used to have the steel barricade. And that was changed into the sort of rubber one you see now that we had at the start of Season 2. Although that didn't stop cunts getting put through the fucking barricade, that's for damn sure. I've lost track of how many cunts have actually gotten put through that thing, although it's definitely double digits now, that's for sure. Sands getting thrown all around the arena. Bubsy not giving him any chance to recuperate here. Remember, he has to put him inside the in the ring to actually pinfall or submit his opponent. Yeah, this isn't a Falls Counts Anywhere match, mate. Here we go. Sands finally bringing some fucking order back here. Surprisingly, it's Sands to do that. And then again, I wouldn't expect fucking Bubsy. Back inside the ring we go. Can Sands finally mount a comeback here? Onto the ropes here. And now look at this. Sands with a bone slide. Beautiful move. Down goes Bubsy. And now Sands with a quick cover. He'll get a 2 count. Bubsy kicks up. Sands now finally inside the ring. Now giving him a chance to fight back here. And now look at this. Sands. Gaster Blaster coming through. Shoulders are down. 1, 2. Oh, almost a 3 count. Bubsy gets the shoulders up. Managing to push the skeleton off of him there. Bubsy getting put inside the corner here. Not somewhere you want to be. And now Sands. Big belly to back from the top rope. And now this Boston crowd really cheering on the newcomer here. Sands getting a bit fired up. He goes to the outside, looks for a weapon. It was a ladder for Bubsy. What's Sands going to pull out? Oh, it's going to be the metal bat. A favorite of the other newcomer, Majima. Bubsy now takes the bat for himself, using it to his advantage. Oh, and Sands gets clocked. Bubsy going to work with that steel bat. Bubsy now taunting away here on the Sands. But Bubsy's not done yet. Big clothesline there. Oh, run into a face buster. That's fucked up Sands. Face, that's for sure. Or skull. Oh, hang on. And he's not done yet, mate. Look at this. Bubsy kick combo. Look out, Sands. Beautiful impact there by Bubsy. Doesn't go for the pinfall combo, but he will get the shoulders down. And he gets the 3 count. What a victory for Bubsy. Bubsy with a big victory there over the newcomers. Sands not standing much of a chance there against Bubsy in that Extreme Rules matchup. Yeah, Sands just got fucking clocked with ladders and fucking steel bats and... oh, man. Hopefully he does better in the future. Well, that's all from us tonight at Australian Takeover Thursday. We'll see you all next week. Same time, same place. Yeah, don't actually go anywhere because... for those of you who do know, we do 2 shows worth. Once the PC stops fucking freezing, please, thank you. we do 2 shows worth. So I'll do 6 matches in one, and then go to a commercial break, and then do another 6 matches. So once it fucking loads, Jesus Christ, this PC is really on its last legs if it's struggling with ATT. Right. So we're gonna go to a commercial break, hopefully. Once this thing stops being so fucking slow. And we'll go from there. Come on, PC. Stay with me here. Wonder why I'm not fucking streaming so much. Yeah, this is why. This fucking thing just cannot keep up with what I want it to do anymore. Like, I've been doing this for 2 years, and only now is it really starting to actually struggle with this. Come on, you fuck. There we go. Alright. So run ad break.
WARD, game director for Fallout 3.
This is an enormous, dynamic world.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
The game has
Introducing
over 200
first,
dungeons, all
from
handcrafted.
Pennsylvania, United States, weighing in at 187 pounds,
Game engine is
Todd
just
Howard.
These NPCs are not scripted.
Look, man, like if you had one plate, one fork, and an opportunity to...
And his opponent, from Coolsville, Ohio, weighing in at 170 pounds, he is the true blue champion, Shaggy.
But on the surface, he's all spaghetti to drop farts. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud. He opens his mouth, but the food won't come out. He's joking how? Everybody's joking now. The clock's run out. Time's up, overblown. Now back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. He's so mad, but he won't give up that easy. No, he won't have it. He knows his own spaghetti roast. It's not pasta, but he wants some pasta 'cause he loves the pasta. Pasta. But the beat goes on, but I don't know. No matter lose yourself in the pasta. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. Opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
There's the bell, and we're on the way. And even, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our scheduled broadcast of Australian Takeover Thursday, coming to you live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm your ringside commentator, David Fosters. Joining me always, my partner in crime, ATT Hall of Famer and current Outback champion, Bruce Johnson. Yeah, mate, good to be fucking here in Pittsburgh, mate. I'll tell you what, Todd Howard, he's going to have a home crowd here. Making his second appearance here in Australian Takeover. His first, of course, was back at WrestleMania a few weeks ago in that fatal four-way. Now, he gets to be our opening night fucking match here in Pittsburgh. I'll tell you what, the crowd's definitely going to enjoy this first match. Yeah, Todd Howard, one of the Season 3 newcomers from right here in Pennsylvania, going up against our true blue champion from Ohio, Shaggy. Yeah, to think that fucking Shaggy, one of the Season 2 newcomers technically, made his first debut at the Royal Rumble of last season. Oh, sorry, no, the first season's Royal Rumble, my mistake. I keep forgetting we're in Season 3. Shaggy made his debut, and I don't think anybody would predict that he would become the true blue champion of 2020. It was certainly an impressive feat to behold, that's for sure. Yeah, Shaggy, of course, won our True Blue Championship of Season 2. 32 superstars entered into the single elimination tournament. And, of course, only one man could come in on top, and that man was Shaggy. Yeah, what a fucking road he had to climb to get there, too. He beat Ken Masters, Mega Man, Armstrong, Hank Hill, and in the final, he had to beat Leon the Crusader. Certainly a unpredicted finalist was Leon the Crusader, but sure enough, he made it all the way, almost, but only lost to Shaggy in the finals. Shaggy, of course, unable to win any of the other championships in his time here. Has not held either the Outback Championship or the Boomerang Championship, but he was able to win the grandest belt of them all, the True Blue Championship. Certainly something he can brag about. Yeah, I mean, you got to get, 5 wins in a row against some of the toughest competitors in the business just to actually win it? Like, yeah, that's something to brag about. The only other cunt that's done something similar was fucking Dusty White when he beat all 5 Boomerang champs at the time to win the Boomerang Championship. The big difference there is Dusty had his manager Rose with him for most of those matchups. Where in the True Blue Championship, you only get a manager once, and that's for the opening round, and that's only if you're top 4. Yeah, Dusty White, Little Mac, the Terminator, and Shaquille O'Neal were the top 4 seeded competitors for last season's True Blue Championship. Dusty made it through the first round, but then lost to Senator Armstrong. Little Mac also made it through the first round, but then lost to Vladimir Putin. Shaquille O'Neal lost in the first round to DK. And Terminator made it through the first round, only to lose to Duke Nukem. There was certainly a interesting turn of events for the top 4 seeded competitors. But you gotta remember, Shaggy was only seeded in at number 9, dude. Leon the Crusader was number fucking 26. Like we've said before, almost anything can happen on Australian Takeover Thursday, mate. Sometimes you just can't predict what will happen. Shaggy with a quick basement drop kick there. Shaggy just going to work on Todd Howard there. Although speaking of Todd Howard, I hear he has quite an interesting moveset though. Yeah, he fucking all of his moves are of course placement fucking products for the games that he's created. I know he's got the Fallout Face Buster, the fucking Skyrim stretch, and I think the Bethesda Bomber is his big one. Of course, the company that he is the one of the top dogs for. I can't remember his exact position, but look at this Scooby Slam coming through. Quick cover here. Oh, it's a 3 count. That's all she wrote.
Look, man! Like if you had one plate, one fork, and an opportunity to eat everything in front of you. Like, would you do it? Come on, man.
Well, that was certainly a lot faster than I was expecting. The True Blue Champion really proving to us why he's the True Blue Champion. Putting Todd Howard down very fast and very efficiently. Yeah, fucking hell, there wasn't much on that matchup. Don't go anywhere though, I'm going to be fucking going up against Senator Armstrong coming up next, so if you excuse me, I'm going to piss off now.
Everybody's joking now, the clock's run out, time's up, overblown, step back to reality, oh, there goes gravity, oh, there goes gravity, he choked, he's so mad, but he won't give up that easy, no, he won't have it, he knows his own spaghetti ropes.
Armstrong, Senator. There he is. I doubt I'll be able to do the intros though, because it's a rivalry. Guarantee you something's gonna fucking happen at the start. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Outback, Australia, weighing in at 238 pounds, he is the Outback champion, Bruce Johnson. And his opponent from Colorado, United States, weighing in at over 400 pounds, Senator Armstrong. Hey, how you doing, my dude? Oh, shit, gotta have the window selected. There's the bell. We are underway for our rivalry matchup tonight here in Pittsburgh. Bruce Johnson, of course, going up against Senator Armstrong one more time. Normally, Bruce, of course, would be sitting here next to me, but his matchup came up, and he had to enter the ring to do once again do battle with Senator Armstrong. Bruce and Armstrong, of course, have been going back and forth since Bruce Johnson entered Australian Takeover Thursday once more to win the Royal Rumble of Season 2. Then, of course, began his scheduled matchups with the former Outback champion, Senator Armstrong. Armstrong winning two out of both of the singles matchups that they both had against each other. Of course, Bruce likes to play a bit dirty, apparently distracting Senator Armstrong in both of his other singles matchups, both against Shaggy and the Terminator. And those distractions may have just worked, considering at WrestleMania 31 in the main event, Bruce Johnson managed to win the Outback Championship over Senator Armstrong. Now Armstrong looking to win that championship back from Bruce at Extreme Rules. Oh, the question is, what's going to happen between now and then? The last time these were two in a non-title match, Senator Armstrong ran away with a victory. The question is, can he repeat that here? Bruce Johnson, for those of you who don't know, is of course the first ever ATT Hall of Famer, and normally, like as I said, joins me as the commentator's desk. But he finally decided to show these newcomers how things are done, making his first appearance, as we said, in the Royal Rumble and managing to win it at seed number 28. And Bruce going to work on Armstrong on the outside there. Armstrong going for that big knee there, missing the target though. And of course, they're fighting over the Outback Championship, a belt that's been around since the start of Australian Takeover history, and used to be the biggest belt in the business before we created the True Blue Championship, which we saw earlier with Shaggy. Senator Armstrong was our first ever Outback champion way back at the start of Season 1. Of course, he first lost it to the Terminator at Payback. And then through multiple months, it went through many hands, including the likes of Ruji, Big Smoke, Dusty White, back to the Terminator again. Back to Dusty White, then back to Terminator. And through Duke Nukem, Vladimir Putin, and now finally back inside the hands of Senator Armstrong, only to be taken away by Bruce. Although, of course, Senator Armstrong and the Terminator have fought long and hard over the Outback Championship between each other. The Terminator being a 4-time Outback champion, compared to the Senator's 2-time Outback champion. Oh, and Armstrong with a beautiful backpack stunner there. And now he's in the corner, lining things up here. American clothesline coming through. Armstrong with a quick cover here. Gets the 3 count. That was all she wrote, folks. Oh, that was fast. Armstrong with a quick victory. Yeah, Bruce, what do you do, mate? Bruce trying to go for that cheap shot. Not able to work, though. We'll see how it becomes of this in the following weeks. But don't go anywhere. We got tag team action coming up right after this. He's a face, not a heel, so I don't know why he keeps fucking doing cunt shit. But anyway. Ooh, had to get a drink. It's getting a bit hot in there. Whew. There we go. Bit refreshed now. The following tag team match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Outback, Australia, weighing in at 355 pounds, Crocodile Dundee and Steve Irwin, the True Blue Aussies. And their opponents from Texas, United States, with a combined weight of 515 pounds, Coach and Hank Hill, the Texas Boys. good old boys. God, it's been a while since I've actually had them in the ring. Raise the bell, and our first tag team matchup of tonight is underway. The True Blue Aussies taking on the Texas Boys one more time here at Australian Takeover Thursday for this Pittsburgh crowd. Almost forgot where we were for a second. And I thought some fucking tag team action to take our minds off things. Don't worry about what happened last match. It didn't exist. Yeah, it didn't happen. Whatever you say, Bruce. We got the True Blue Aussies and the Texas Boys. Of course, two teams that have been around for some time in Australian Takeover history. The True Blue Aussies, a matter of fact, have been around since the beginning of Australian Takeover, winning the Cunt Duo Championship twice. Although the two times they won it was back during their rivalry with the Stream team back in the early days. And since then, they have yet to win the Cunt Duo Championship. I gotta tell you what, it's been about a year and a half since the True Blue Aussies have actually won the Cunt Duo Championship. They've gotten awfully fucking close a lot of times with quite a few title shots, but they've just fallen short every time, mate, and they just can't quite seem to get that third all-important win. Although, speaking of getting close, the Texas Boys are just as well. They got super close back in the King of the Ring tournament, and they only lost to the Enforcers in the final round, only losing to a rope break pinfall that the ref didn't see. Only reason why the Enforcers won that one. Texas Boys tried to come back, but they got their asses handed to them by both the Enforcers and the Warrior Brothers, so sure enough, that put them out of the running, but I'm sure they're looking for another opportunity here tonight. Yeah, of course, we got plenty of tag team action in the upcoming weeks to find out who will be challenging the Dark Horses for the Cunt Duo Championship, and who could put an end to their 20-week reign of the Cunt Duo Championship. Yeah, I don't think anybody can't fucking beat them yet. The Enforcers tried twice. The Warrior Brothers tried once. The Team Fabulous tried once. And the Blue Man Group tried once. All 5 times, they've successfully defended the championship. Well, 4 times, actually. The Enforcers, I think, only tried once. But I'll tell you what, the fucking Dark Horses, they're not letting go of that championship. That's for damn sure, mate. So, hopefully one of these sort of newer tag teams can see if they can pull off a big win here. Big spine buster there by Hank. Oh. Like, sorry, I have a few broadcast troubles there. The entire thing just sort of freezed up on us there, but we're still good. Speaking of tag teams, though, last week, if you were with us, we had the Enforcers fight up against the Mario Brothers. The brothers, of course, managed to pull through with a victory on that one. Can't fucking Mario did all the work. One hammer drop on a silent derp, and that was all she wrote. And then we had fucking, oh man, we had the Blue Man Group and the Grove Street Gang, which was Big Smoke and CJ. What a fucking match that was, mate. CJ was pretty much doing all the work in there. He was bloody bruised and beaten. And they still managed to pull through with a fucking victory. And I'll tell you what, it was a hell of a match. And I don't think any of the tag team matchups tonight are going to live up to that one. But they certainly might get close, though. Hank Hill starting things off with a beautiful USA Slam. The Texas Boys getting the first pinfall here. They will get a 2.5 count, though. Steve Irwin gets the kick out. Of course, also coming up later, we've got the Warrior Brothers going up against the Outback Outlaws, which should be good fun. Ah, shit, that's right. I got 2 matches tonight now. Oh, fuck. Look out, Steve. Texas pile driver coming through, mate. Oh, big impact there. Down he goes. He's down, but is he out? Shoulders down. 1. No, Steve gets the rope break. Managing to catch a break there, so to speak. Coach going to work on Dundee there, making sure he doesn't interfere. Although speaking of being around since the start, both Coach and Hank Hill are Season 1 superstars. However, the tag team didn't form until sometime in the middle of Season 2. Yeah, both of them were just sort of not having the most luck with singles matchups. Hank Hill did pretty alright in the fucking True Blue Championship. I think he made it probably about 2 rounds in before he lost to Shaggy. Coach, I'm pretty sure, didn't even fucking qualify. Steve Irwin, I think, made it all the way to the quarterfinals before he lost to Leon the Crusader. And Dundee, I think he lost. Yeah, he lost to Vladimir Putin in the first round. So hopefully the Aussies have better luck in the Season 3 True Blue Championship, which we'll be having later on this year. Now Coach with a quick tag here to Hank Hill. Whoa, huge right hook there. Run into the midsection of Steve Irwin. Yeah, Steve looked pissed after that one. He really wanted a piece of Coach still, but Hank Hill said, nah, mate, I'm the legal man here. Pay attention to me. Hank Hill, beautiful DDT from the top rope. Almost continuing his momentum there, but Steve Irwin putting the brakes on him. Big elbow connecting right there on a Hank Hill. And now Steve makes the quick tag to Dundee. Dundee now coming in the ring to Hank Hill. And over the top rope we go. Almost down to the floor, but not quite. And now Dundee takes his tumble over the ropes. Oh, and Steve Irwin now keeping Hank Hill distracted. This is why you don't go over on the opposite side of the field. Hank Hill now getting tag teamed here by, of course, both the Aussies. Steve putting Hank Hill back inside the ring. Dundee trying to get back inside the ring. Hank Hill finally joining him. I don't know what Hank Hill was doing, why he wants to go back down on that side of the fucking ring, but oh, big fucking suplex there though by Dundee. Almost a pile driver there. Oh, fuck, excuse me. Steve Irwin with a beautiful package suplex there. Going to work on Hank Hill. Showing why that they used to be the Cunt Duo champions. They haven't lost their touch quite yet. Big gutbuster there by Hank Hill. And now Hank with the first big move, lining up the Texas jab. Actually, the third big move, actually. Hank's been doing all the work in there. I forgot he did the Texas pile driver earlier. Hank going for the cover. Almost gets an easy 3 count. Dundee somehow managing the kick out. The Coach on point with that interception. Not giving Steve Irwin a chance to intercept. Hank Hill not done with him yet. He wants to do all the work in this tag team matchup. Oh, look at Texas pile driver second time round. Oh, down he goes. Steve's still out cold on the outside of the ring. Oh, this is game here. 1. Oh, Dundee. What a fucking legend. Gets the rope break. That would have been game over for the Aussies, mate. Steve Irwin still knocked out cold on the outside. And Hank Hill pulling off the pile driver. That would have been a 3 count, and that was all she wrote. But Dundee somehow managing to pull off that fucking rope break. Huge fucking throw there by Hank Hill, though. Now he finally makes the tag back to Coach, letting him do some of the work. I'm sure Hank Hill's certainly done his share. Dundee getting put inside the corner. Up on the top rope. Whoa, look at Mike. Choke slam. Whoa, big impact. Coach not done with him yet. Picking apart Dundee piece by piece. Going for the legs, the head, the face, the body. Oh my. Oh, Dundee's really getting his shit kicked in, mate. You better tag the Steve the first opportunity you get. Oh, fuck, here we go again. USA slam, this time by Coach. Look out, Dundee. Face first, right into the mat. And now, shoulders are down. 1, 2, 3. There's the bow, and that's all she wrote. Poor Aussies. Texas boys with a solid victory there, not giving the True Blue Aussies much chance to pull off any big moves. Yeah, I'm sure the Texas boys will certainly move on to prove they earned that Conduo Championship. Don't go anywhere though, we got more Solid Snake and Donald Trump action coming up next. The poor Aussies, dude. They just can't get a fucking break. Where the fuck's Solid Snake? There he is. And then Donald Trump. Funny, I was like, oh, I haven't heard Donald Trump's theme in forever, and then I realized, oh wait, he's in a rivalry. I'm going to be hearing it just about every week now, huh? Oh well. I like his theme, so I guess it's a good thing. I should probably start the betting, huh? It might be fucking helpful. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, for the United States, weighing in at 175 pounds, Solid Snake. And his opponent from New York, New York, weighing in at 239 pounds, Donald Trump. There's the bell, and we're underway for our fourth matchup of tonight here in Pittsburgh. Donald Trump and Solid Snake once again going at it here on Australian Takeover. Yeah, these two are neck and neck fucking last week, and sure enough, Solid Snake beat the shit out of Donald Trump, and he went for the handshake at the end of the match, which was kind of surprising. But what was not surprising was Donald Trump saying, "Nah, fuck you," and just sort of walked out. And Donald Trump has been trying to recruit Solid Snake for the longest time now. And it may soon just reach its boiling point. Donald Trump already has the likes of the Warrior Brothers, Lara Croft, and Senator Armstrong. Although I believe Donald Trump originally did try and go for Solid Snake after his betrayal against Senator Armstrong, but Solid Snake wanted no part of Donald Trump's deal, so he said, "Alright, fuck you then, I'll go for your rival," and went for Senator Armstrong instead. So now he may be here just to sort of prove a point. Big overhead attack there by Solid Snake. Going to work on Donald. Quick counter there. Donald Trump, of course, was also on his path of freedom, as you saw from last season, attacking every superstar that wasn't an American, which surprisingly wasn't that many. He got he beat about half of them as far as I remember, mate, and that's pretty decent, surprisingly. I didn't think he'd do that well, but sure enough. So I have a feeling after this he might try and do the same thing twice, who knows. Even though we're called Australian Takeover, he's certainly trying to push his Americanisms onto us, that's for sure. And of course, we've still got plenty of great matchups to come. We've got a tag team match coming up next between the Warrior Brothers and the Outback Outlaws. And of course, our main event tonight, Mr. T and Shaquille O'Neal, two big heavy hitters for our main event. Oh man, that should be fucking good. As we know, Mr. T is one of our new Season 3 additions. We saw him recently in WrestleMania, where he went up against the other Season 3 newcomers for his brand debut. And now for his second matchup, he gets to go up against a fucking former 3-time Boomerang champion. I tell you what, Mr. T is certainly not getting it easy, that's for sure. Well, he is in the Celebrity Hall of Fame for WWE, so we're not planning to take it easy on him. Nobody gets the easier out here on Australian Takeover Thursday, that's for sure. Speaking of not taking it easy, Solid Snake still going to work on Donald Trump. Goes for a quick pinfall here, gets the 2 count. Donald to the quick kick out. Speaking of newcomers, of course, Solid Snake was one of the 5 superstars to be added in Season 2. Alongside Mega Man, Little Mac, and Ken Masters, and of course the diva Samus Aran. Solid Snake yet to win any actual major titles. He hasn't really gotten any impressive victories for any title belts in Season 2, but then again, neither is Donald Trump, to be fair, so I guess they're both in the same fucking boat. Donald Trump, Moneymaker Stunner. Right on a Solid Snake there. Now going for a cover here. 1, 2. Now the 2 count. Solid Snake kicks out. I kind of forgot Donald Trump's got that Moneymaker Stunner. He got taught by, oh, hang on a minute. Look at this, CQC. Solid Snake firing right back. And then he goes for the cover. 1, 2. No, a 2.5, and Donald Trump just barely kicks out. And Donald Trump was a tag team partner with Vladimir Putin way back in the day. And then, of course, the two of them became rivals after the tag team broke up. And Donald Trump learned a thing or two from Vladimir Putin, specifically that stunner move. Vladimir Putin is, of course, the Cold Winter Stunner. Donald Trump putting his own spin on it, making the Moneymaker Stunner. Both moves fairly effective, but I'm pretty sure the original, the Cold Winter Stunner, is more effective than Donald's version, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, for Donald, I mean, he sort of pinched it from somebody else. He can't really call it his own. What he can call his own, though, is stuff like the walls of Trump, or Trump Tower. Those moves are pretty fucking devastating. Trump Tower, funny enough, he actually learned the same time as he did with the Moneymaker Stunner, but it's a hell of a lot more effective. Oh. I've got the wrong follower effects on, but doesn't matter. Oh, I don't even know if I can pronounce that, but Kenlu Wano. I think I'm pronouncing that right, but anyway, thank you for following us here in Australian Takeover Thursday. You're just joining us here with Solid Snake beating the shit out of Donald Trump. Look out! Spear straight through the middle ropes. Thank you for supporting us here at Australia Takeover Thursday, our bi-weekly broadcast program bringing you over 60 custom superstars. Some well-known, some not very well-known. Beating the shit out of each other here in this ring here. Myself and Bruce Johnson here commentating on the action. Yeah, it's all getting good fun, mate. I think we've been doing this shit for over 2 years now, mate. It's certainly been a fucking wild ride since then, that's for damn sure. Dano going for the quick cover now. Getting the 2 count, but Snake getting the shoulder up just in the nick of time. Of course, we certainly had some great matchups earlier on tonight, in case you missed them, of course. We had Todd Howard and Shaggy for our opening matchup here in Pittsburgh. Bruce Johnson next to me went up against Senator Armstrong in their rivalry. And then we had the True Blue Aussies and the Texas Boys going head-to-head. The good old Texas Boys, of course, pulling out with a big win. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be seeing more of them. But now, look at this. CQC one more fucking time, mate. Oh, he's down, but is he out? Snake goes to the pinfall eventually. 1, 2, 3. And that's all she fucking wrote, mate. Silent Snake for the second victory in a row. Oh, hang on. Snake's not done yet. Oh, look at Silent Snake just beating the shit out of Donald Trump even more. I don't know if that was called for, but he probably deserved it. Who knows? Don't go anywhere, though. We got tag team action coming up next. The Warrior Brothers and the Outback Outlaws right after this. Yeah, I forgot to fucking put my, I knew I was forgetting something this morning. I forgot to put on my actual Australian Takeover notifications, not the fucking, that was the standard one. The other one's supposed to be a fucking ding ding ding, gotta follow a fucking thing, but oh well, doesn't matter. An alert's an alert, who gives a shit? Good old loading times. Tag team ones usually take longer, unfortunately. But hopefully the loading times improve once I get this new PC in a couple of weeks. And then I can have an actual proper fucking stream schedule instead of just this. Because I've got this huge fucking backlog of stream games I've been meaning to do, but I can't fucking do them because my poor PC. It's like, nah, can't do it. The following tag team match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Warrior Incorporated, weighing in at 447 pounds. Wario and Waluigi, the Wario Brothers. And their opponents from Outback, Australia, with a combined weight of 472 pounds. Dusty White and Bruce Johnson, Outback Outlaws. There's the bell. We are underway, and once again, I am by myself at the commentator's desk as Bruce Johnson is, of course, in his tag team with Dusty White, the Outback Outlaws, going up against the Warrior Brothers. As I mentioned before, a lot of tag team action will be in the following months. I had to find out who can challenge the Dark Horses and beat their 20-week streak with the Takeover Championship. Multiple teams have tried, but none succeed. The Warrior Brothers, the Enforcers, Team Fabulous, and the Blue Man Group have all taken a shot at the title in the recent weeks, but none have been successful so far. Although, of course, we've had some new tag teams enter the fray and some old ones returning, so hopefully they can make their way up the ranks and take a shot at the title. The Outback Outlaws, of course, being one of the newer tag teams to be formed. Bruce Johnson and Dusty White forming the tag team a little after the Royal Rumble last season, where Bruce made his first appearance. I believe, as we talked about before, Dusty White has won both the Outback Championship and the Boomerang Championship, and has been looking for a shot at the Duo Championship. However, he was unable to actually tag team with anyone, but Bruce suggested the idea to him, and sure enough, the Outback Outlaws was born. However, now with the addition of the True Blue Championship belt, Dusty is still 2 belts short of a perfect record. And the True Blue Championship is certainly the hardest belt of them all to actually get, considering you have to win a 32-man single elimination tournament to actually get it, and it only happens once a year. Dusty White now getting tagged in here. Beautiful tag teamwork from the Outlaws. Double DDT. Bruce now heading onto the outside as Dusty steps in. Goes for a quick cover here. 1, 2. Oh, a 2 count, and Wario kicks out. Although the Warrior Brothers, of course, they've been around since the very start of Australian Takeover, being one of 3 tag teams to still be formed after 2 full seasons of Australian Takeover. Warrior Brothers have had a long-standing rivalry with the Mario Brothers, one of the other tag teams that have been around since the beginning. And have had a back and forth between them since the start. They also managed to steal the Takeover Championship back at Season 1's Royal Rumble during their second rivalry with the Mario Brothers. Mario Brothers, of course, won it right back at Fastlane 4 weeks later. The Warrior Brothers yet to win the championship back, although they have had a few attempts. One at the Enforcers and another at the Dark Horses. And now Dusty White setting it up here. Corner White Twister coming through. And now going for shoulders down. 1, 2. Oh, Waluigi with the interception. Bruce having to go around the pinfall while Waluigi can just sort of take a straight path there. Unable to get the interception. Wario with a big headbutt there and just slinging Dusty White across the arena like he's nothing. Wario with a quick taunt now, tagging into Waluigi. And now the 7-foot Waluigi going up against Dusty White here. A former Outback champion and former Boomerang champion. Dusty White, of course, was the #1 seed in the True Championship, but that didn't really get him far, losing to Senator Armstrong in the second round. Dusty now tagging back to Bruce. Waluigi trying to go for the belly-to-belly. Bruce not going to let him, though. There's Bruce Johnson, and there's the belly-to-belly. Bruce Johnson and Dusty White making up the second Australian-only tag team here, and ATT. The only other one being, of course, the True Blue Aussies, who we saw earlier. Was it earlier or last week? No, it was earlier. Getting my weeks mixed up. Big boot there from Bruce. Even though we call ourselves ATT, we have very few, actually, Australian superstars. Bruce Johnson, Dusty White, Rose White, Steve Irwin, and Crocodile Dundee are the only ones I can mention off the top of my head. I don't really think have too many Australian superstars. Although who knows, we may be getting more in the future. Bruce Johnson trying to keep the momentum on his side here. Another belly-to-belly. Just flinging Waluigi around. And now back inside the opposite corner now. Bruce using the entire ring to his advantage. And now, combination coming through. After that one, Bruce seems to like to just let his opponents get back to their feet in their own merit, apparently, instead of following up. Well, Luigi now with an airplane spin, trying to build some momentum back. I don't know about you guys, but I'm damn hungry, so hopefully after the we've got this matchup and one more after this one, and we'll be finished for the night. And the beautiful fucking high leg there, just leveling Waluigi. Goes for the pinfall, gets a 2 count. Didn't know Bruce could jump that high, to be honest. You know, that's 7 feet up in the air. That's certainly not an easy feat. Bruce Johnson bringing him down with a big leg drop there. Bruce tagging back to Dusty. Ref almost getting stuck in the middle of that one. Big package suplex there. Dusty White, quick belly to belly, giving himself some room. And now Dusty, seeing in the corner here. We know what this means. Discuss big boot, hitting the mark on Waluigi now, going for a pinfall here. 1, 2, 3. There's the bell, and that's all she wrote. Oh, fuck, I'm hungry. One more match. and then we're done for tonight. Probably didn't help that I didn't really eat a proper breakfast. I had a couple of pieces of toast. Now it's like 2 o'clock. Oh man. I also really need to fucking pee, so I kind of don't want to have another fucking ad break, but I kind of need to. It's holy shit. So yeah, definitely going to an ad break after this one. I've got 60 seconds, so I'll try and make the most of it. Outback Outlaws with an impressive victory there over the Warrior Brothers. I'm sure they'll be making a second appearance in the coming weeks. Don't go anywhere though, we got our main event, Mr. T and Shaquille O'Neal coming right up. Right after this. It was longer than 60 seconds, but oh well. Some professional I am. Who the fuck am I looking for? Shaquille O'Neal. It's right there. Oh man, I haven't heard this theme in ages either. Shaquille O'Neal probably has my favorite entrance, but Mr. T, I reckon he's up there too. He's got a pretty good entrance. I like his. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 251 pounds, Mr. T. And his opponent from Newark, New Jersey, standing 7 foot tall and weighing 326 pounds, Shaquille O'Neal.
And a magic symbol of a lotus flower.
His teenage body like new Lamborghini. He waxed my rickshaw in tight mankini.
Yeah, you cray.
No, I just like your technique.
Yeah, cray. Man, you are free.
There's the bell, and we are underway for our main event tonight. Mr. T and Shaquille O'Neal, and the ref is already on his ass. Oh, what a fucking start this is. Ref just gets fucking knocked over by a 7 foot tall fucking Shaquille O'Neal. Certainly a good start to tonight's main event, that's for sure. Mr. T, of course, one of the brand new Season 3 newcomers, going up against probably one of the top contenders in this business. Former 3-time Boomerang champion Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, not to mention he's also held the Boomerang Championship for 12 weeks. Both records that have only been matched by one man, and that's Dusty White. Well, it certainly doesn't undermine Shaquille O'Neal. He's certainly one of the top contenders in this business, no doubt about that. And Shaquille O'Neal was seated at number 3 for our True Blue Championship. However, he was the only one of the top 4 to lose in the first round. Yeah, that may be due to bad seeding or just unlucky, or I don't know, but he lost to Donkey Kong, a former Boomerang champion. Ooh, beautiful fist drop there by Shaq. So hopefully he does better in this season's True Blue Championship, but of course we won't be having the championship until November, give or take. Usually we like to give ourselves a couple of months to actually spread out all the matches and what have you. It sort of runs in the background per se rather than just taking up the center stage. Oh, and huge fucking hooks from both superstars there. Mr. T's managing to land in first, having the speed advantage over Shaquille O'Neal. Mr. T is the smaller man of the two, so for once. Usually he never fights against much larger opponents than himself, so he has the speed over Shaquille O'Neal. But does he have the power? Oh, it's a pretty fucking good display of power right there with that big flip. These two guys definitely kicking the shit out of each other, that's for sure. Mr. T, more displays of power with the big backbreaker there on a Shaquille O'Neal. Mr. T, of course, is a Hall of Famer in the Celebrity Wing for the original WWE series. We're, of course, honored to have him here to join us in ATT as one of our Season 3 newcomers. Goes for the pinfall. Gets a 1.5. Shaquille O'Neal kicks up. Yeah, what a first fucking, well, technically second match for Mr. T's debut here, mate. Main event against Shaquille O'Neal. I reckon that's a pretty good first matchup, mate. Yeah, of course, last week's main event we had Sands with his debut going up against Bubsy. Bubsy, of course, managing to win that matchup with a lot of ease, surprisingly. He actually kicked the shit out of Sands. Yeah, Bubsy's pretty fucking good with those Extreme Rules matchups, mates, and well, he proved why. He sort of basically said to Sands, welcome to the fucking big leagues, kid, and kicked the shit out of him. So hopefully Sands has better luck in the future. And now Mr. T with Shaq in the corner for the Chicago Special. Mr. T now going to work on Shaquille O'Neal with those consecutive gut stomps. Mr. T lining him up. Big power bomb there right into the corner. Oh, but he's not fucking done yet, mate. Look out, Shaq. Pity the power driver. Coming through. Oh, and I think that's busting him open. Shaquille O'Neal now bleeding from the forehead. You can just see it there. Although Shaquille O'Neal still fighting strong, even though he's been busted open. Like we said before, he is a former 3-time Boomerang champ, and he won't go down that easy. He might be going up against fucking Mr. T, but he's certainly putting on a good performance. Oh, big fucking gut punch there. Oh, hang on a minute. Shaquille O'Neal. Shack attack coming through. There's a move I haven't seen in a while. Shaq going for the cover. Oh, almost gets the fucking 3 count. Gets a 2.5 though. Mr. T barely kicks out of that one. Shaquille O'Neal fighting back with a big Shaq attack there. Can he keep the momentum going? The answer would be no, apparently, as he gets fucking yeeted over the top rope and onto the ringside. Mr. T still continuing his momentum on the outside, throwing Shaquille O'Neal into the apron there. Oh, and a big elbow. Mr. T cutting no slack for Shaquille O'Neal here. Absolutely laying into him here. Yeah, just fucking big booted him right in the chest, and well, I think he might be knocked out after that one. No, he's getting back to his feet. Slowly but surely. Shaquille O'Neal making it back inside the ring before the 10 count. Mr. T standing there waiting for him. Back into the corner we go for one more time. Chicago special. Another big bomb out of the corner. Well, Mr. T goes for another big boot there. Shaquille O'Neal, quick counter, back to his feet. And now look at this. Shaquille O'Neal. Big alley-oop. Just throwing Mr. T across the arena. Now he goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. There's the bell, and what a matchup. Damn, that was good. I honestly thought Mr. T was going to win that. But Shaquille O'Neal just came through right in the last second. Just fucking beating it. What a match.
Like all good stories, we start long ago.
In a Chinese town by the name of Hong Kong.
Evil forces had made a dark plan. What planet needed was huge black man, an orphan baby with special power,
And a magic symbol of a lotus flower.
his teenage body like new Lamborghini. He waxed my rickshaw in tight bikini.
Yeah, you cray.
No, I just like your technique.
Yeah, cray.
Man, you a freak.
He became a master in art of whooshing and beat the girl beat
Senator, Shaquille O'Neal is a former 3-time Boomerang champion, and he proved it here tonight, managing to get a strong win over the newcomer, Mr. T. Well, you say strong win, but he was losing for most of that matchup. But good match fucking either way, mate. But that's all from us tonight, Australian Takeover Thursday. We'll see you cunts next week. Same time, same place. Ooh, lad, what a match. What a night. Actually, some pretty good fucking matchups, to be honest. Especially the tag team of the Grove Street Gang. Man, that was fantastic. Oh. So, hopefully, the coming weeks, definitely going to have some good shit. Now, as I mentioned in these... Oh, actually. Oh, it's the 16th today. That's right. I was supposed to do ATT last week, but it got pushed to this week. So, I'm actually going to be doing ATT next week on the 23rd. Well, 7 days from now. And then do the pay-per-view event 2 days after that. So 9 days from now. Yeah, I was going to do it in 2 weeks' time, but then I realized, oh wait, that's the end of the fucking month. I can't. I could, but I won't. And then after that, well, that'll be May, which will be the 7th and the 21st, hopefully. So yeah, basically, I'm going to be doing ATT streams until I get my new PC. And then once I get that, I'll be doing everything. So I think I've got Yakuza Kiwami, ATT. God knows what after that. I'll probably do both the Yakuza games back to back just to make it easier on myself. I might sprinkle in some one-off streams between now and then. We'll see how we go. I suppose I better raid Panther. Might as well. Did I? Oh, yeah, I did reward you. Okay, for a second there, I wasn't sure if I did my fucking bet or not, but no, I did. Fucking hell, Puff's got 7 viewers, dude. Doing a hell of a lot better than my fucking ass, that's for sure. Keep putting in fucking Puff, but it's not fucking Puff, it's Vergado. Because I'm a fucking idiot. I'm so used to his old name. That's not even spelt right. There we go. Now it is. I always spell raid with the I in front for some reason. Well, I don't spell it wrong. I type it wrong because I'm a fucking idiot. But anyway. See you all next week.